Hello and welcome to episode 134 of the Trample Back podcast. I'm Gary Black. He's John Walker.
Hello.
And we're doing this before Chris Conroy arrives so that we can do a nice, clean, professional introduction to our episode.
Yeah, so we agreed that we would leave all the interruptions in from last week.
Yep.
But that takes up about 35 minutes of our recording trying to get one good introduction. So Conroy will be here adding loads of witty remarks, say having a pop at Gary and disrupting the introduction.
Yeah, so what you will now hear after this is Chris interrupting me loads and me pretending to get really frustrated. But as you now know, we've already done this. So thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
I wouldn't even interrupt you this week.
We'll see.
Why are you eyeballing me so hard then?
Just do what you do. Do you know what I mean? Don't like, you can't deal with outside. No, start when you're ready. Like, go. Right, okay.
Hello and welcome to the Trample Back podcast, episode 134. My name's Gary Black and joining me this week is Chris Conroy.
Great intro. Use that one. Right, go again. Just do that again. Really good.
Thanks. I appreciate your support.
Right, okay.
Hello and welcome to the Trample Back podcast, episode 134. My name's Gary Black and joining me this week is Chris Conroy.
Good afternoon.
And John Walker.
Hello.
How are you both this week?
I'm fucking tired.
Somebody slept in.
Fucking tired. It's the change to the Sunday there. And I can only offer my heartfelt, genuine, authentic apologies. I'm sorry. I think the silence says where my apology went.
So we have a new Patron.
Also, we have John Walker.
Hello.
I already did that.
Did he?
Probably.
Right, okay.
You said hello.
I said hello.
So we have a new Patron this week, although under the name Louis Navzi. I like it now we're getting pseudonyms. Pseudonyms.
What could it be? By the way,
I don't know whether
thank you,
it's
Lewis.
Navzi or Navs.
Imagine being
Lewis.
so willing to part with your hard-earned cash, but also so ashamed to admit you listen to this, you'll give us a fake name.
No.
No, it could be Luis Naves
It could be, but
the second.
Yeah.
Lewis, get in touch. We really, really appreciate your help and your support. It's really good of you. We realise during these tough times, it's a conscious decision to support three guys that can't, well, one of them can't turn up in time.
We also had our first proper complaint.
Really?
Yeah. So I got this email through the other day. I didn't tell you about it because I wanted to spring it on you.
Fuck.
Said, Dear Trample Bat, I'd just like to complain about the way that you've treated Gary in the last few episodes.
Oh, is this from Jacqueline?
He's just trying to do his best, and the way that you put him down and constantly interrupt him makes me not want to listen to your podcast at all. And that came from the account of Rebekah Vardy.
We fucking never stuck that down. We go, what are we going to talk about this week? You know, like people wouldn't believe that there is actually a 10-minute conversation before we start recording going, have you seen anything that people might be interested in? We never, did you write that down?
I didn't actually.
Stick that down.
Yeah.
My wife and I's got an interesting take on it.
Okay. So that's coming up soon.
She's Team Vardy.
Oh.
And see when she lays it out to you, you're like, that is very, very plausible.
Okay. We'll do that soon.
Okay.
So we have a couple of deaths this week.
Right.
The first one is Mille Duncan, the latest in a long line of saxophonists who've departed.
Oh, is anybody doing any kind of research on reeds?
Yeah.
Like, are they
Asbestos reeds?
Cancer causing? Are like, where it's not made in China, it's made in Chernobyl. Why are we still buying reeds for saxophones from Chernobyl? Like, it can't just come down to price.
Well, it's a buyer's market.
What did Molly play on?
Average White, founding member of the Average White Band, which I've found out during my short research time was the first white band to top the Billboard Black Music chart.
There you go. Was that no the one the guitar player Angus ended up touring with McCartney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were all from like Montrose and Arbroath and stuff like that, which is quite.
They recently had posters up in the town for the city, and it was like a poster. The way the writing was made to look like a naked woman's arse.
Yeah.
And I'm going, this is a very 70s band on a reunion, thinking this is alright on posters.
Do they have a lot of saxophone?
Yeah, it's like a funk band.
So will they have one?
You know the big hit, Pick Up the Pieces?
Probably.
How does it go?
Pick up the pieces!
Okay. Yeah.
I also found out James Brown wrote a response record, which makes it the first ever diss track.
Right.
Because he thought...
I thought you said disc track to me earlier, and I went, oh, yeah, that's quite cool. It'd be the first one that was ever like printed on a disc. That'd be
No,
quite cool.
no.
Right.
He thought that the band had ripped off one of his bass lines, so wrote a song called Above Average Black Band.
That is quite a good one. That is a good... But the idea that James Brown wrote it himself rather than went in and shouted at a load of underpaid session players.
Listen.
Do you know who that reminds me of? Liam Gallagher on his new album.
I thought you were going to say me.
No. I
thought you was going to say me.
No, I thought you thought I was going to say Lewis Capaldi because I've moaned about it so much, but no.
Did you just fucking turn the heating on when I was late?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's freezing when we get in here.
Fuck.
It's literally free heating. It's fine.
Feel that now? Burning pennies.
It's nice.
This is as good a time as any to mention the Patreon. It's getting to that time of the year. I've went into the house recently, and just the tropical heat as you step in. I'm going, it's only October, it's not that cold.
I'm always first home, so I go in and it's freezing.
Do you...
I've got a smart thermostat, so I can turn the heating on before I arrive
I
home.
put the heating on because almost every night my nephews come over. Like, Mum will normally swing by, get them, and then go home, and I'll be like, right, well, the heating needs to be on because they're going to come in.
I reckon if there's 365 days in the year, I reckon 97% of the time I'm only ever putting the heating off.
Right, okay.
There'll be 3 times a year I'll go, do you know what, it's cold today and it merits it. So I'll turn the heating on, maybe 3%. But I reckon working to the ratios, I wouldn't press the on button on the heating 12 days a year.
Well, the problem as well is when people do put the heating on, they put it on too high.
Do you know what fucking rips me? See people putting the heating on and then taking a jumper off half an hour later. How dare you!
What I like to do is...
You're killing my dreams!
I like to put the heating on to a level where I can just sit in my pants.
Mate, it's true. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the heating on now. Might as well get down to my skin. How dare you!
The other death, Chris, I think is going to be a hard-hitting one for you.
R.I.P. Molly.
Yeah.
Is this Squincy?
A man Molly.
A man Molly?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're weird in Fife.
Right.
That's not Fife, it's Angus. That was so racist. The other death this week we
They
have...
all look the same. we better a Chukter bully in there.
That's alright, though.
Is Chukter an offensive term yet?
It's not like Five Club will do anything about it. They'll listen to this.
Do you know what? I see you all trying to get a bit of online... what would you call that?
Beef.
Aye, a bit of online beef. The minute I get involved in that, yous are all fucking closing Twitter.
So the other death we have this week is a guy called Reg Watson.
Right.
You aware of Reg Watson?
It sounds familiar.
He's 93 years old. Was the creator of Crossroads, the first ever soap in the UK.
Right.
But he was from Australia.
But he also invented... Is there loads of programmes then after that? After
his success at Crossroads in 1973, he moved back to Australia to become the head of drama at Reg Grundy's production.
Oh, I knew there was a Grundy reference coming here.
And
Prisoner Cell Block H.
Prisoner Cell Block H, Sons and Daughters and Neighbours, all invented by this guy.
All on his fucking mantelpiece.
Yep. And after he did Neighbours, he retired and never gave any interviews, never went to awards dues, just kept quiet and said, yep.
That was like some of the German scientists that had defected to America
No,
after the Hiroshima.
Some of them went on to do better things.
They've gone, no, do you know what, I just can't.
We wouldn't have got to the moon.
When you asked me to fucking invent rockets, I didn't think you were going to do that with it.
Yeah.
When you asked me to invent neighbours, I didn't expect you to do that. I didn't expect you to do that with it. That is at 93. I'm glad. Do you know what? I hope he died peacefully with his family around him, bouncer at the end of his bed.
Or just in a blaze of glory.
Do you know why I think these soaps, not so much Neighbours, but Prisoner Cell Block H and Sons and Daughters were as popular? I think they were as popular because you used really, really ugly actors.
Right.
Prisoner Cell Block H especially. I'm like just remembering that.
Do you know, I think about the theme tune of that weekly. Maggie Hamilton.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I think it was something I thought my mum watched and I went away and played on.
See, at high school, see, you had classes the next day where you would talk about what you did last night. For a 2-year period, what people spoke about the next day in school, midweek. And a Sunday, Channel 4 would show like, a movie that you shouldn't have been watching at that age, like Boys in the Hood or Kid and Play. You know, like Channel 4 was putting a lot of hip-hop movies out or stuff.
Yeah.
But midweek, the two things that you spoke about in class the next day was Scotty McClue, who had been in Scotty McClue the night before,
Right.
and Prisoner Cell Block H.
Was that on in the was that not like a Saturday night thing?
No, Prisoner. The STV ended up with piles and piles and piles of episodes,
Right.
and they just showed for a period. They just showed them at 11 o'clock at night. And
Because it used to definitely be a Saturday night, I was sure.
Prisoner.
Aye.
I'm going to go back and watch an episode on a Reg.
Yeah.
That was a big part of my childhood.
It's the choice thing again though we talked about before. Was because you had 4 channels.
Aye.
You always could watch something. I now have Netflix, Amazon Prime, Showtime, which has got every movie ever,
Yeah.
Sky that's got 800 channels, and I will scroll for 10-15 minutes if football's not on somewhere and just
Yeah.
go, I don't know what I watch.
Well,
and
I could maybe watch that, but I'll just keep going and see if there's anything
end up
else.
re-watching something I've already seen.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Sometimes if you only have 2 choices, it's a lot easier to go.
Well, it's
I'll
easy.
take that one.
Also easier, and you don't regret the choice you make because you only had the other one to imagine and not 800 other possibilities.
I was reading a psychology journal recently,
What podcast was that mentioned on?
and it was, do you know how for years they spoke about social media calling fear of missing out,
Yeah.
FOMO, and that was a sort of form of anxiety that people were in the house on a Saturday night and the photos were coming through of people that they knew having a seemingly better time than they were having, and this increased the fear of missing out. But there's something else called the fear of something better.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't make a decision because you think, oh, there might be something better coming.
Yeah.
Whereas the majority of the time, if you just make a decision and go on with it, do you know what? That was a 7 out of 10 experience, movie, programme, meal, rather than
I wish we'd went.
rather than getting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you like sometimes you go, I've been scrolling Netflix for 25 minutes here. I should just have watched that shitty thing that I landed on first.
Yeah. Well, that's no matter what. Like, there's not very often that you watch something and think, "I wish I'd not even bothered."
Do you know what I've noticed about my attention span, Gary? That they have achieved it, even with somebody as clever as me.
Hard work.
Stop screwing your face. That see 2/3 of the way a programme in,
Yeah.
I quite happily walk away from it now.
Yeah.
I going, do you know what? I'm no. What did I watch this week? I watched there's a one on Netflix that's, you know, the movie City of God in Brazil in the
Yeah.
favelas. It was a 10-year anniversary. Go back. The film was made in the early 2000s, but this documentary was 10 years after they went and spoke to the child actors
Okay.
to see where they were. I loved it. That was my fucking favourite movie for a long, long time. Sat and watching it. Their stories, it's a good story. 2/3 of the way in, I'm like that. I'll see if something else is on. Do you know, everything made now, because there is so much choice, seems so disposable.
Mm-hmm.
Going that something that something that I would have travelled to a film theatre to see 10, 15 years ago. I wouldn't give 35 minutes lying in my bed now.
I wonder as well if because it's all there, that it makes you think, well, that's always going to be there for another day. Whereas, when we just had 4 channels, if you miss something, it could never be on again. It might not be released.
Yeah, like the idea of the cinema. I literally did this week where we were going to go see Joker, and I went, it'll be on Showtime in about a week.
Yeah.
But previously it would have taken you about 6 months to get a pirate copy, or it'd been a year before it was out in tape.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you go, well, now you're working, you'll be going again. What's the cinema prices like?
I have a friend whose work has a deal with Odeon where they get £7 tickets.
Right.
So I don't know. But I think it's over a tenner.
You do me a favour.
I'll do
just
it.
when you've got the
I'll
pen and
give you a
paper there.
market,
Just
yeah.
see when you've got the pen and paper there.
Uh-huh.
Right, he's done. Netflix.
Yep.
Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Sky Sports, BT.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Sky do movies as well? They've got this other channel called Sky One.
No. Sky Sports one, you mean?
What other ones you got? What other subscription
Well, you've got Now
services you
TV.
got? Now TV.
Apple TV's coming out, but I don't know if they've announced the prices. Then Disney Plus
Stuff
will
like
be...
Oh, fuck, aye.
Aye.
Just off the top of my head there, that's half a dozen that we've come up with.
Yeah.
Going all at somewhere between a £5 and a £10 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That
Well, Sky Sports isn't.
well, do you know what I mean? Like, let's take the example of the football fan that wants to follow their team on television.
Yeah.
It's split up so much.
And only going to get split up more as we go forward.
I couldn't believe that Amazon was so split against, like, see, I thought you would pay one fee to Amazon. But no, if you want one type of program, it's that fee. If you want another type, it's another fee, like Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
What's this Stars Play?
That's the one you can get the stuff that's rented for money still, but for free also.
So it's more like... Amazon Prime, you get the base level Netflix stuff.
Yep.
But if you wanted the Sky Store rental movies, they also have that level as well. So it's more like a tiered...
It is... But then they've coached this into a way of thinking of going, you would think, oh, do you know what, that's an option, I'll just pay another £13 for that a month.
Yeah.
You know, so that I see that, or so that, like, see if you take the Sky and the BT out yet, you could easily be 60, 70, £80 in subscriptions before you bring in stuff like Spotify, before you bring in, you know, all the other subscriptions, like, and the stuff, it's all right.
I think with Netflix and Amazon Prime, I could do without everything else completely. I don't watch that much regular telly anymore.
On time, at the time of broadcast.
I've kind of got out the habit of watching football at all. The only thing, as we've discussed before, I watch the NFL, but I can sign up.
What's the subscription? Or do they do that on a per game basis?
It's for the whole season. It's split up, but it works out as £140 across.
Man, that's fucking dear.
It is.
Is it though?
But when you
you look at it as a lump sum. It's like
what's Sky Sports a month? Like 50 quid?
35 on its own.
35 on its own.
Aye, but
So
what
12.
are you watching it on?
I can watch it on my telly or my tablet or my phone or
Right.
whatever.
It's not just as if it's a computer thing.
No. I can watch it anywhere. And also, the thing that you can do on this that you couldn't do on Sky Sports is I can go any game live anywhere I
Right,
want.
you can pick 12 playing at the same time.
Yeah. And there's not like, oh well, we've decided this is the game. Did Sky not used to do that at some point where they had multi-screen?
They have that for like Champions League nights.
Yeah,
That's now on BT. But
Imagine if they had that for Premier League, where at 3:00 on a Saturday you could just go, well, I want to watch Wolves, and then you go in and then you can dip in and out.
I think they're going to need to do something like that, the Cubs, because
they're removing the law in the UK like a couple of years.
Oh, then that's what will happen then.
But they're saying they're only going to use it to bring you highlights on like a Soccer Saturday show.
Yeah, like a Red Zone. We've talked before about NFL Red Zone, where they basically, it's like Soccer Saturday, but they're cutting to the action. and actually showing you from every game.
And this is what I think the BBC are worried about, is that Match of the Day is going to become redundant because
everyone will
people have
already have seen it.
But the service that they offer on Radio Scotland, the Open All Mics, is a very good service. That's the way I imagine what you're describing being.
Yeah, but except you can see it.
Let's go to this stadium, let's go to that stadium.
And they don't have the antipathy of the lower league. Like when they send Chick Young to St Mirren against Inverness, and he's like, "Oh, why did you send me here?" And they're all laughing at him.
No goals yet in Dingwall. It's a lot of money out of people's account each month just to try and keep up with what they need to talk about the next day.
Let's not go into the Scottish football market. It's just now because I'll fucking pull a gasket, man.
But it is, Netflix was first, but the onslaught is coming in the next year and a half. Of, as I said, Disney have their own one, Sony want their own one, Apple are coming out with their own one, and then the diversification will all come back again.
But they're going to need to do something with the streaming.
Yeah.
It's they kicked a lot of people off the IPTV, and that industry struggling to get back up because they had a crackdown on it.
Mm-hmm.
But there is always going to be people trying to get around it.
Matt, see, I watch some stuff like that, but I tend to only watch things there that I literally can't get anywhere else. So like there's a series called AP Bio, which is got one of the guys from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's 2 series made by ABC and then got cancelled. So no British channel will buy it. It's not on any streaming services. So literally the only way to watch it is to do an IPTV on it. Morally, I feel like that's okay, but I guess it's probably not.
Yeah.
So, R.I.P. Reg.
Who? So, John, you have an update to your parking appeal.
Yep.
Do you want to refresh us from where we are? Where we left
Can this have a theme?
Yeah.
Like the Cook Report.
So, I think last time I had it rejected from NCP.
Yeah.
And then rejected from the first level.
So, you'd parked at an open ground car park.
Camera on the way in, camera on the way out. Notes your regi plate. When you go to pay, type in your regi plate. Calculates how long you've been there. You pay for it, and you drive off.
And the barrier opens whether you've paid or not.
There's no barrier.
There's no barrier on the way out. Okay.
It's just the camera. So then I got the letter saying that I hadn't paid the parking. Phoned my bank, and they said, you have paid the parking. I was like, cool. Sent the evidence. They rejected it internally. I went, that makes sense. So then we go to the Independent Appeals Service, which is a government agency. They rejected it also on the basis that I said something was wrong with the machine. And I said, if you look at my evidence, I never said that at all. I've said the reason I'm not paying this is because I've paid for the parking.
Oh, I'd hate to be in a drunk couple argument with John. Going to think if you go back and look at the CCTV, I never said that about your auntie's behaviour.
So it then goes to an adjudicator who's meant to be outside of any of the information. They rejected it also on the note of what NCP have told them. And I'm like, right, no. Why are we speaking back at NCP? They've already given false evidence. So what I'd asked in the next appeal was, can you confirm to me which regi plate has been played then, if your accusation's that? And all they replied saying was the fact that he can't give any evidence that he paid that regi plate, the appeal rejection still stands. So if you want to take this further, you need to seek legal advice.
Well, what they're saying is you're guilty.
Yeah.
Because you can't prove that you're innocent.
I can't prove that I'm innocent.
I think Denzel Washington's going to play him in the movie of this.
So the thing is,
I guess Cumbernauld Hurricane.
I guess the point I'm trying to figure out here is, do I pay it or do I just keep going with this?
I don't see how they can possibly. No, I think you don't.
I think they've underestimated how much money you have and how petty you are.
Yeah,
I think. See, for other people would go, we've booked Mallorca for Easter. I can't really afford to, have an indiscriminate lawyer's bill come in, like the week before we go. But you just sat in a pile of money. And you go, like this is what you would do when there was no football to bet on.
It has already, like, somebody suggested that I park there last week, and it's already made me go, oh no, I'll not park there. Well, I'll go somewhere else.
I've parked there since.
Fool. What are you giving them more money for?
The first reason I parked there was to prove that...
When he walks out the car park, he's got his arms out, looking at the camera, going, you see me? You see me now? Yes.
So the first time I did it was to prove that you can't type in a wrong regi plate.
Uh-huh.
So see if you type in... So see if you type in a full reg plate and hit enter, it'll bring up saying there's no car here.
Yeah.
See if you type in a partial reg plate, it'll bring up numerous cars if it's satisfied that there are numerous cars starting.
Oh, really?
And you then have to select and say yes again. Then it shows you a picture of your car coming in and says, is this your car? You came in at this. This is what you owe us. Do you want to pay? Yes. Then you pay it.
You might want to take a video of that process happening.
And send it to the adjudicator, because I don't think the adjudicator knows about this.
Yeah.
Well, what they're saying is it's your responsibility to type in the regi plate correctly, but my point still stands.
That you did.
What regi plate was paid, because if I'm going to pay you a parking fine,
Don't tell me, tell the adjudicator.
I want refunded the £6.50 that I paid for someone else's parking.
Yeah.
Or what did they do when they get back? Did they put in their number and went, hold on, my parking's...
No ways, this is free.
Aye. Right, and they would also got a parking fine as well, because they would have left later than they've paid their parking for.
Yeah.
So, I think the...
Yeah, you can't partially pay for parking.
Correct.
So when they got back, what would it have done?
So I think the evidence on their part is that they've officially said that I entered the wrong regi plate, but have provided no proof. So they've accused me of done something that I've definitely not done without any evidence whatsoever. And for the pleasure of doing so, they're charging me £100.
Mate, Stephen Avery get 2 seasons out of this.
Yeah.
I've got 2 words for you contracted into one word. Watchdog.
Is there someone I can go to though as well? Like, because this is just fraud.
I think this needs a Facebook group.
Your local paper holding up a letter with a sad face.
How is it not fraud though to send when somebody repeatedly shows you a bank statement, evidence of him being the bank statement showing it was that car park, and then still going, no, it's clearly that you've paid the wrong regi plate. You go, no, how? One that just happened to enter at the same time as me and leave at the same time as me.
Is it as simple that they are saying you must have done it wrong, because if you hadn't,
our system wouldn't fail?
Yeah,
correct. Our system was working correctly, and we've checked, and I was like, have you though?
Have you though?
Like, what does that mean? What does it mean it was working correct? Does it mean it wasn't offline? Right, okay, that's fine. It wasn't offline. I was there and paid my parking.
Right, this is going to run and run.
So,
John, see whatever you decide, we are 100% behind
I'm not
you.
paying it. I'm not paying £100 for parking. This is
But are you going to let them treat you like that?
£100 for parking I've already paid for.
Speaking of that, the way you're talking about it there put me in mind of the Colleen Rooney thing this week.
Yeah.
You know, people try to know, you're going to let us speak to you like that? I think again, What did you think of it?
So do you want to quickly summarise the story?
I think everybody knows the story.
Maybe not, though. You'd be surprised.
Colleen Rooney, the wife...
No, I want you to read the statement out in Colleen Rooney's accent.
Eh?
Colleen Rooney, wife of Wayne Rooney, put out a Instagram or a tweet?
Both.
So somebody had been selling stories of Colleen Rooney's private Instagram to the Sun newspaper. Colleen Rooney then filtered down all the people that she was feeding her private stories to eventually go to one person. And then
Quite a clever...
amazing.
And then was putting lies out. Do you see the Martin Constant tweets?
Mate,
I've got the full statement.
No,
Martin Constant's tweets were fucking excellent. I'll get them up after.
Because the best one I seen was the one about no wonder Wayne Rooney's been caught cheating so much.
Oh, you've seen that a couple of times for people.
So she started a tweet saying, "This has been a burden in my life for a few years, and now finally I've got to the bottom of it." For a few years now.
With feeling and accent, please.
Mille, I like me Mille. For a few years now.
There we go. There we go. Let's see how he can keep up this standard.
Mille's my way in. For a few years now, someone I trusted to follow me on my personal Instagram account has been consistently informing the Sun newspaper of my private post of stories. There's been so much information given to them about me, my friends and my family, all without my permission or knowledge.
You're just in a woman now. They're Scouse women.
After a long time of trying. to figure out who it could be for various reasons. I had a suspicion To try and prove this, I came up with an idea. I blocked everyone from viewing.
Jamie Carragher's on there.
Blocked everyone from viewing my Instagram stories except one account. Those on my private account must have been wondering why I haven't had stories on there for a while.
That's like that good North Liverpool, like on the way to Wales.
The Wirral.
Over the past 5 months, I've posted a series of full stories to see if they made their way into the Sun newspaper.
More scouse!
And you know what? They did. The story about gender selection in Mexico, the story about returning to TV, and the latest story about the basement flooding in my new house. It's been tough keeping it to myself and not making any comment at all, especially when the stories have been leaked. However, I had to. Now I know for certain which account it's come from.
Who was it?
Tell us!
I've saved and screenshotted all the original
Quite
stories.
stolen.
Who is
It's
it?
clearly show just one person has viewed it. It's Rebekah Vardy's account.
Do you know?
He nearly just read that.
I know.
Oh,
My throat's sore.
It was one of the best gifts I seen was one of the wrestling meme pages, and it's the one where Vince McMahon was kidnapping like Stephanie and all that from 97. It's like, it's me, Austin, under the cloak.
right, let's see. I'd sent the tweets to
Pure
Ralph.
dramatic.
Ralph,
man.
So Rebekah Vardy is the wife of
Jamie.
footballer Jamie Vardy's wife.
Yep. just Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
That was Martin Compston knocking back some racist abuse.
Knocking it back.
Aye, his
Just swallowing it.
no, just like sending gifts to the Pope, telling people that he forgave them. Go in peace.
Why were they being racist towards his partner?
It's a bigger societal problem than Martin Compson.
Anti-Catholic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm still locked in the whole that's not racism, mate. So I need to be reminded that that's what I mean.
Racism. Where the fuck is it?
I mean, we agreed on a previous episode that definitely is racism.
Where are you, Compston?
No.
But we just need to know when it is, like what one we're talking about.
Or bigotry? Who makes that noise in here on a Sunday?
Peter Binns.
It's Kevin Webster opening up the garage.
That's what it is like, isn't it? That was the horrible joke round about that time. What's blue and full of Haribo? Kevin Webster's overalls. Do you know what? I'm trying my best to get this.
It's not usually Chris scrambling about awkwardly
On
trying
his
to find
phone,
a
I know.
tweet.
Do you know what? So somebody. Somebody said, going, oh, no wonder fucking Wayne Rooney always gets caught. So Martin Compston, sorry.
Are you going to do this in Martin Compston's accent?
Do this. No. No, he's too good. He's too good. So Martin, reference to what John's saying there, people were saying she was Poirot.
Yeah.
Somebody put up that she was DSRing it for Line of Duty. So Martin Compston pretty quickly has put, for the purposes of the tape, I can confirm that I am not Colleen Rooney. So he's had a load of retweets and a load of comments, but then he's had stuff off Rangers supporters like, no, you're just a wee bead rattling prick. So in response to that, he's put, go in peace, my son. What's the next one? Fuck up, you wee tarrier bastard. That's from Giving It Laldy. Union Jack. Morning, Alan. Hope you have a terrific day. The Colleen Rooney as detective trope is going to be around for a long, long fucking time.
Yeah.
So my wife and I is in a team meeting at our work the next day, and everybody's talking about it.
Right.
She's got the red and yellow cards in her pocket.
She never took them. She was raging. She forgot them. So,
Like Willie Collum, eh?
so my wife and I, doesn't really know who Vardy or Rooney are. She gets, she's not really keeping up with Wags.
I bet they are two of the biggest footballers that have played in England.
See, before this broke, I couldn't have picked Rebekah Vardy out of lineup.
No, neither could I. I still probably
I'm
can't.
not saying Rebekah Vardy does lineups, but
She will be soon.
Do you think she met Jamie?
So before they start discussing it in detail, and once my wife and I get the details, she says, "Oh, I'm fucking Team Rebekah, fucking every day of the week." So they're all going, "No, but have you seen this?" She's like, "Aye." She says, "But do you think somebody with that money and somebody with that profile within a certain audience is doing their own fucking Instagram?" So I mean, it's PR. There'll be 3 or 4 people managing her social media at a time. She'll be taking money in for advertising products on her Instagram, going, "Oh, I'm wearing this foundation," or "I buy the kids this t-shirt," or "Me and Jamie went to this resort." Everything will be a kickback into money for the amount of followers that she's got.
Yeah.
So there'll be 3, you know this, Gary, there'll be 3 or 4 people. She'll be seen as an influencer, and there will be people with access to her account that isn't just her.
That's true, but Colleen Rooney specifically says at the end it came from Rebekah Vardy's account.
Yeah.
Not it
No,
came from Rebekah Vardy.
It came from Rebekah, which is a very, very good bit of cover if it gets to court.
Yeah.
You know, if there's libel or it came from, well, it did come from your account.
Because it makes sense.
So does that kind of take the wind out? Like, see, when she told me, I was like, yeah, that is really, really plausible.
Oh, yeah, probably is like not necessarily a member of her staff, but someone she's involved with who needs the money more than.
Yeah, but there's not a secret WAG account that the Sun tried to set up as well.
Is there?
Aye, that was dishing it or the. So they think that might be.
Can't believe the Sun would do something bad.
It's just so upsetting, isn't it?
I just keep going back to this. You need proof of ID or something on social media accounts.
What, just for accountability?
See, if you're not willing to verify yourself with ID, you shouldn't have access to comment or like anything.
You shouldn't take the tick. You shouldn't take the tick if it's not you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that does away with the industry around Twitter.
Doesn't matter. Don't be like that though. You can tell when people are tweeting themselves.
I think it's more Instagram than. There's more commercial stuff comes through Instagram than comes through Twitter.
I think only because so many people get caught out with doing it on Twitter.
What do you mean?
The advertising standards came after people.
Well, the Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton anniversary stuff has been my favourite thing I've ever seen on Twitter. Like, it's like amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
What is it?
So she's posted saying a picture of the two of them being happy anniversary, can't believe it's been 40 years, love you today as much as I did then, and he's put up the exact same thing, and it was like
Word for word?
But no, he's put up a similar thing of a different photo.
Oh, hello.
And the first comment below it is saying, are your media team so young they don't know about 1996?
I did see a thing during the week, Monica Lewinsky put up on Facebook saying, look, if somebody needs me to go into the Oval Office and give the president a blowjob to get him impeached, I'll do it.
just don't tell the Bosnians or Sarajevians.
That's a sparkling sense of self-awareness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, she's done an interview with John Oliver before.
Yeah, she seems quite...
she seems very quirky with the idea. I mean, aye.
Like, she was like 19 or something, wasn't she?
A smooth-talking president who I was working closely with.
The only saxophonist to still be around.
Wonder, mate, he's no using Hiroshima reeds. The old Fukushima reeds.
Fukushima Reed Co.
Aye.
There's
imagine just opening the door of the music class store cupboard and it just been Fukushima Reed Co. boxes everywhere.
You could see the glow coming from under the door.
Aye. Yeah. Just the kids cutting a bit like Ready Break adverts. So every time somebody hears Baker Street, I want you to think about the people we lost at Nagasaki.
Did you see about the French guy arrested at Glasgow Airport this week? He was arrested. There was a major police sting operation. He was suspected to be Xavier Dupont, French national that killed his wife and 4 kids in 2011 and fled.
Right.
So they had this big operation, shut down half the airport. People were stuck in the tarmac. They had live reporters from outside the fence going,
Right.
we know there's people stuck in these planes and we don't know why. There's some ongoing incident. So that was that report that we've caught this Xavier Dupont. Turns out it was just a French guy.
Oh, so is he.
Yeah.
Oh, John Logic Walker there.
Just some French guy try to get home.
How long ago was the initial 5 murders?
2011.
So, see, 8 years later,
Yeah.
for somebody to go, that's DuPont. Like, who thought, going, we've caught him after all this time?
Somebody at Police Scotland, presumably.
How clued up are
It'll
they?
be that SMP.
There was a Catholic school's janitor on the flight back going, that's DuPont. Colleen Rooney phoned them. I'm in a bit of a roll this week. Just trust me in this one. Wasn't him?
Wasn't him.
Did they tell the guy, the French guy that wasn't DuPont, sitting there going, by the way, we think you're DuPont, we're keeping the plane here, just you stay there?
We know you're Xavier Dupont. And he went, okay.
Right, okay.
They questioned him for 48 hours. Then
I mean, I guess.
Renfrew? Or
Yeah.
did they take him somewhere?
Yeah,
Did they take him out of the airport?
It's a sad place to go.
yeah.
If you're going to question somebody, you take them to Edinburgh Airport.
Imagine the parking
They're
fees.
vicious.
At least Edinburgh Airport's in Edinburgh, though, right?
Yeah. That's the mood in him coming out.
See when you.
Should it not be called the Renfrew International Airport?
No, let's get it clear. It should be called the Limerick International Airport.
There you go. The Phoenix Retail Park
Nah, it's
International
close.
Airport.
It's on the Limerick side of that motorway, mate.
Okay. He'll never remove that part of him.
No, I'm proud.
Anybody get anything more to say about
Well,
that?
this other story about like our police are just casually racist apparently towards French people, but
Oh, but the
in
American-
America it's a little worse.
Well, yeah.
So Conroy doesn't know the background to that.
Oh, brilliant. This is,
Right.
I mean, it's only funny in as much as you can see it coming a mile off.
Right.
Texas police get
I'm on board.
a phone call to report that neighbours are worried about the welfare of one of their neighbours, a young black woman.
Guilty.
They say she lives alone, but there's a lot of commotion coming from the house. So they pull a car up and they see some running about and screaming. So they shout through the bedroom window, put your hands up, and fire a shot and kill her.
What order did they say? Did they get her to put her hands up and then shoot?
No, they say,
They
put your hands up, shoot.
Right, what they do, yeah. Yeah,
What a mob.
And don't say, it's the police.
Yeah.
Aye.
And she was looking after her 2 nephews. And that's why there was unusual noise.
I now recognise something that I've been denying for so long off of that story, and it is my actual white privilege. Because if I was black and lived in America and was playing FIFA Ultimate Team, and the stuff I shout at a TV, there would be a commotion being reported.
Well,
and I wouldn't be putting my hands up.
I'm not putting the controller down.
No, because you need to wait till they pause it. You need to wait till it's out of play.
See, see the stabbings at the Arndale Centre?
Yeah.
Horrible incident. But there's a bit of me immediately starts thinking, going, thank fuck we don't have guns in this country.
Yeah.
Like, see if you could stab 5 people. Like, you could have shot 50 in that time.
Yeah. I mean, stabbing 5 people's like, it seems like a lot to get, right?
It's laborious. Like, you would need the 5 to be standing together. Because
No.
see, as soon as you see him stabbing me,
I'm out.
but you watching.
But you
No,
do,
you're getting to fuck.
I've
mean,
been stabbed.
any sort of...
I was just watching you stab him. Oh, you stabbed me? Oh, no fair.
Any interview I've ever seen with anyone that's been stabbed always say, I didn't realise what happened, and then I looked down and realised I'd been stabbed.
It's not as good as drowning.
So I don't think it's always like you immediately realise what's happened to you.
See, if I was a stabber or a shooter,
Right? You're going to give your top tips.
see, aye, this is my top tip if you're a stabber or a shooter. See, wherever you're going to aim, aim 5 centimetres to the left to kill them.
Right, why?
Because that's always what you hear going, if that had been 5 centimetres to the left, they would have hit a major organ, or it would have hit the heart. So, see, once you're going, right, that's where I'm going to shoot, just go, oh, wait now. 5 centimetres to the left.
Wear a t-shirt that says false flag. Recreation Society.
Aye. Aye. Just a little bit. Going, right, I'm lined up. This is where I'm going to shoot / stab. That word works twice there. And I go, no, I'm going to readjust this. Just recalibrate. I'm going to stab you slightly to the left.
It'd probably be easier to...
Take a ruler.
For the gun aspect, maybe re-engineer your scope.
Yeah. Because there's so many people survive.
Are you saying too many?
No.
Wait, did anyone die? No. Are they all okay?
In the stabbings?
No, I don't think so.
Because
it's actually difficult to stab somebody to death quickly.
Yeah, because you're probably already pulling out as you've...
You know Gary's in a Reddit group.
Yeah.
r//
Aye.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's always nice if nobody's died, though.
But frustrating if they're working, they're going to pay them when they're off.
And where'd you put the flowers?
In the hospital
next to the wound. 5 centimetres to the right. We've still not got my national morning false flag. We were nearly there with a shooting. You told me about that shooting in Germany, and then as the story gets slightly older, it became near a synagogue.
Ah, right, okay. So that was nothing to do with it. It
like,
just
see
happened to be
if somebody kicked that door in and shot us now, they could say near a church.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or if, like, because there's a Greggs and Subway near here and McDonald's were the propagandists, they could say, it was near a Subway, by the way.
Near a capitalist hub. Death to the West. Don't you hear much Death to the West anymore, do you?
We're doing a good job of it ourselves. It's fine.
Gary Black's satire corner. He fucking nailed that.
We didn't talk last week about the Mo Farah's coach who's been banned.
Oh,
from coaching.
Alberto Salazar. I want to party with this guy.
Oh, is he one of them?
It was like midway
no,
through.
nobody sticks him in.
No,
he's getting them all the gear, and nobody has come out and went.
It's the same as the Spanish guy that was getting done for the blood donations. And he said, "I'll tell you every single person who I did it to," and they went, "No,
don't do that.
Please don't tell us." The whole Barcelona team, Nadal.
Aye. Nadal went off with a knee injury. He was getting a full blood replacement service,
let's
allegedly.
be clear. Do you not remember Roger Federer and Andy Murray were interviewed like 3 years ago when all this doping stuff came out? In tennis, it was it not Konikova, Sharapova?
Mm-hmm.
That was suspended for 1.5 years, and she said she had no idea the stuff that was getting put in her diet. She was just taking what the nutritionist was feeding her.
I'm going to be honest, see if somebody was making my meals, I'm not going to question it. I'm going to go, listen, this is really nice of you, thanks.
But Andy Murray and Roger Federer never named anyone, but they both said, oh, this is a known problem in the sport just now.
Yeah.
And then Djokovic mysteriously jumped from number 1 to number 100 or something because he wouldn't compete. Nadal had this knee injury for 1.5 years where he couldn't compete. Whilst Murray and Federer just kept ploughing on.
There was a 10 to 15 year period where Spain was the pinnacle of every sport.
Yeah.
That suddenly ended the day after this guy gets sent to
They've got too
jail.
many white people in this team to be successful athletically. There's something suspicious going on here, Scoop.
So it's like that. It's in the way that everyone just went, that's terrible. He did it. No, it wasn't me.
Aye. So did you see Paula Radcliffe, who worked with him at the Nike Corrigan project?
The night got, yeah.
And whoever was running Nike at the time was privy emails that they were trying to get Lance Armstrong on board as well. Mo Farah. The
Mobot?
I read something about going, when you know the origins of the Mobot, it seems a lot more sinister, but I couldn't find out what the...
Sinister?
Aye, as if it was some kind of signal to a sleeper cell and to release the EPO into the environment. But I watched a 3-minute interview with him yesterday where they were saying asking him directly, like, kind of, what do you think about Alberto Salazar? A guy that trained him for 6 years and took him from way down there to way up there in the space of a couple of years, and he would not answer the question. He would not throw him under a bus. He says that's a question but he tried to turn it into a race issue, saying this is the same thing you do with Raheem Sterling. You're coming after, going, no, Mo, you've taken advertising money for corn.
Yeah.
You're telling us you're out there doing that on fucking corn.
So have you seen this study? There was a famous Hollywood director that did the kind of advert film, and it was for veganism.
Okay.
And it was done, they got sports stars to participate. The show, Mo Farah was in the film, but I don't know if he was actually one of the people commenting. But they showed all these performing athletes, but they've now done a study into every athlete that was on it, and their performance has reduced, or they've been found guilty of doping.
Aye.
There was like a UFC fighter that done it, there was a bodybuilder that done it, there was 2 American football players who went vegan. Massive decline in performance. So see, the reason Mo Farah definitely has doped is because he was pushing his vegan diet while he was continually getting better and better and better at running, which is against every other fucking athlete on the planet.
What if I suddenly became a really, really good athlete at 40?
What, are you going to take up like bowls?
I could be a good athlete.
But the thing, it's more now than, people, used to be people were taking drugs to cheat to win gold medals. When companies like Nike are involved, there's so many millions of pounds on the line. Only if they just withdraw their sponsorship from you.
Did Adidas not come off the Olympics? As a result of the Russian thing?
Yeah.
Was it linked to that?
It was about that time. 99% of athletes rely on corporate funding.
But right, this is a fine line. Like, what is giving you an unfair advantage and what isn't?
Yeah.
I mean, is protein, right, no protein shakes, you can't take extra protein. Or if you want protein, you need to eat a tin of tuna.
I think...
Or 16 packets of double corn fillets.
I think if it's non-physical, you should do what the fuck you want. By that I mean you're not fighting someone else. So sprinting, dope them up as much as you want. Marathons, I want to see one under an hour and a half.
Right.
But if you're putting 2 boxes in, I don't want
like,
steroids.
See if you're going to watch Love Island. If you're going to watch Love Island and contribute to the advertising figures, I don't think you can complain about doping in sport. Because see if you're not going to bother about the welfare of the people coming out the other end.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. It's for your entertainment. See if you're not bothered how they're damaged. Whether it's sort of later on in life, stick the needle in them if they want it.
Yeah. The thing that, so EPO, is it someone else's blood or is it your blood before it was used in exercise?
No, it's your blood, but it's cleansed.
Yeah, before you've went and fucking exhaled all your energy.
Before you started doping.
That's your clean
blood.
That's definitely blood doping, right?
Yeah.
So see Lance Armstrong.
But it is your blood.
EPO, I think they've got a problem. I don't know if EPO is a separate substance that's introduced, because what EPO does is it thickens your blood. So that's why you've got 23-year-old Belgian sprinters having heart attacks, because your blood's fucking gravy, man. But the blood doping, or like, see as an example, Lance Armstrong would go and do altitude training 6 weeks before a 3-week tour. So let's say he's doing the Tour de France. See, in April, he's in Colorado at 2,500 metres, and every day or every couple of days they'll take another wee bit of his blood when the cell count's a lot higher for him performing at high altitude. A couple of weeks into the tour, to reintroduce his high performing blood at altitude, they give him a boost.
But also there is a health risk in doing that. Has that been proven that that's the link with these heart attacks?
I don't know if I think EPO and blood doping are two separate things.
Right, okay, right.
I think the EPO is they maybe add something into it, and there's something to do with the hematocrit level of your blood. I think the hematocrit count is 50. The amount of cells.
Well, that was the thing. So,
but see, in 1995, everybody's at 56, everybody's at 52, and then they brought in this level of 50.
Because in the UFC, blood doping's definitely illegal.
Let's find out what EPO is.
Aye. But you can get stem cells injections in Panama.
Yeah. Is that okay?
So that's illegal. Yeah, they all do it for injury because the stem cell injections are reducing injury by like 80%. So there's folk who have got messed up shoulders who can fight in 3 months, and it's because they've got stem cell injections in their shoulder.
There's also stuff like, in theory, you could dope and not compete from 18 to 22.
It's about your recovery.
And then stop and never ever do it again. But the levels that you've reached while you're doping, your body has now reached, so you can naturally get back there.
Right. Is a glycoprotein cytokine secreted by the kidney in response to cellular hypoxia. It stimulates red blood cell production in the bone marrow. Low levels of EPO are constantly secreted sufficient to compensate for normal red blood cell. I don't know if the EPO that they're taking is...
Well, there's the thing. The bone marrow is the only stem cell method we're allowed to use. Right. That's all bone marrow is. It's stem cells being taken out of one person and pushed into another, and that's perfectly legal.
But what do they think it is with Salazar? Has it been steroids or has it been...
Sure, it'll be EPO. For a marathon runner, it'll be EPO. It'll be to get your performance recovering quicker so you can do another marathon.
He's not... The thing that they've got him on isn't to do with Farah. It's his other athletes he was looking after.
But presumably... Oh, really?
the ones that were hot at the time.
The ones that weren't winning.
So that's weird. So would he train different types of runners, or would it? Because surely it just makes sense.
Right, I'm going to point something out here. See if a coach isn't using these methods, and a coach only gets work or profile by the people he's coaching. Do you know what I mean? It's...
Aye, if you want to win and get good... Well, that's what the sprinters all said, wasn't it?
If you want results, you need to push it to the fucking edge.
If you were the 100-metre sprinter not doping up, you were last.
Aye. And they talk about there's a guy I listen to called Richard Moore. He's a sports journalist, and he wrote a book called The Dirtiest Race in History about Ben Johnson, Carl Lewis, Linford Christie in the 1988 was it Seoul Olympics?
Yeah.
Yep, Seoul Olympics.
There's a really good 30 for 30 about that as well.
So Ben Johnson is absolutely crucified for getting caught with anabolic steroids in that race. Out of the 10 guys that raced that day, I think a further 8 went on to receive charges for the exact same thing, but weren't vilified in the same way. The reason that Salazar, Nike, and that project did what they did was because they could. They had the money, they had the technology, they had access, they had good athletes willing to work for them, and they had gutties. Let's not forget this is all about selling sneakers. Yeah. Oh, I like your sneaker. Is that the one that really slow guy that doesn't dope wears?
So I only wear sneakers from very successful skateboarders that I've never heard of.
Oh, right. Is that you? You finishing up? You done this week?
Think that we better wrap it up now. Let John get away. John's going to the Scotland game.
Oh, fuck. It's going to be 6-0. It's going to be 6-0. Shankland's going to score 2 as well.
Is he playing? Is he in the squad?
He better fucking start. I don't want to see another fucking game with some shite striker for the English.
That isn't a striker.
Aye. Well, even at that, like, Johnny Russell scored so many goals this season in America, but still can't get a game.
This is turning into another one of your podcasts.
Nah, I know. Shankland better start. It better be a good game, basically, because it's fucking cold out.
Have you get anything good on this week?
Just hanging out with you guys. That's the highlight of my week every week.
Fucking hell, that's so true.
We could actually have a week. We could have a week where our podcast gets more downloads in Scotland, get people into their stadium today.
Shit. That's a good point.
They're thinking it's going to be about 8,000.
No, I don't get paid for another 3. My first pay doesn't come in for another 3 weeks, so I'm still in poverty nights and weekends.
Do you know what? It was World Mental Health Day during the week there, and I know I slag off the Brexit dad chat, but there was quite a nice bit of support amongst people during the week there, just going, do you know what? Just be nice to one another. So that was nice for the Brexit dads this week.
Do you know what? That's a nicer sentiment than I think the campaign slogan, which was asked twice, because be nice to people.
Do you know what? I was talking to you about campaign slogan. I just wanted to say, keep supporting one another in the spirit of the Brexit Dads chat. I was talking to a woman from Canada this week, right? And she was from Vancouver. So I was asking her about Canadian cities, going, oh, my pal Gary Welsh was in Toronto last week. He's got relations over there. Loved it. She says, oh, if you got to go and you're not visiting family, go to Montreal. There's more, you maybe get a jazz festival. The food's a wee bit more vibrant. It's a little bit more of an arty city. If you like theatre, go to Toronto. If you like outdoors, go to Vancouver. You can do a lot of outdoors. It's like everybody seems to the first port of call is Toronto, and she says, yeah, Toronto. It's not as dull as it used to be. I went, imagine visit Scotland. Toronto, it's not as dull as it used to be. East End of Glasgow, stabbings are down. It was just such a nice line fair going, yeah, I suppose and your line going, yeah, some people say that. It's not as dull as it used to be. I just thought, it's a fucking perfect, withering. Toronto, not as dull as it used to be.
Hey. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for listening.